Hey you, I'm Kieran. How you doing? So today I'm going to talk about the thing I was at last weekend, which was Eirtakon, which is, if you haven't heard of it, and if you haven't watched one of my previous videos where I talked about it, is an anime slash comic book slash gaming convention, and it's really awesome because they've got so much happening out about it. I was going to create a video about it last week, like I was going to basically do a pre-video where I was going to be talking about, like, say, oh, I'm going to go to it and what I'm going to go as and all this, but then I said that I was going to do a video after it, but I thought to myself, why make two videos about the same thing? But so instead, I was basically getting ready last week for the Eirtakon, so I said I was actually going to do it this week, kind of put some all into one thing. So let's go. This year's Eirtakon was really awesome because it's I basically spent most of my time in the trading hall because it was so awesome. There was so much awesome stuff at it, but there was so many good things on. There was like Steve Bloom was there at it, and if you haven't heard of Steve Bloom and you play games, then where have you been and how have you not heard of him? Because Steve Bloom is like the most awesome voice actor ever. If you've ever watched anything with Wolverine in it from X-Men, you'll recognise the voice. That's Steve Bloom because he is Wolverine in any animated series, except for the 90s one. But yeah, he's also in lots of other gaming like voices and everything. Like, he's really awesome. On the year when it was coming up, I was hearing that Steve Bloom was at it, but at first there was another dude at it who done the voice of Joker in Arkham Origins, but he actually cancelled, so he couldn't do it. And then Steve Bloom came on and said he was going to do it, so I was like, oh my god, it's so awesome, because he is like the most badass voice actor I ever heard. Well, other than Steve Downes, which is Master Chief from Halo. It was really good. And there's also the cosplay masquerade, and that's basically when when a whole group of people go on stage and show off the costume they made for Eirtakon. Which, cosplaying, if you haven't heard of, is where you dress up as a character from an anime. And if you've ever done it, comment down below if you did it before and what you went as. Last year was my first year going to it, and so I only went like in normal clothes, but this year I went in cosplay, and I went as Luffy from One Piece, and I'll leave a picture just there of like me and my friend Simon. Simon was Sanji and I was Luffy. We were year 2 Luffy and Sanji, so, and everybody, it's so funny, everyone, like so many people wanted their picture taken with me and Simon. Me mostly. I was like, what's going on? Why do people want to take so many pictures with me? But I felt like a celebrity, so I wasn't complaining. I was like, it's training for the future because so many people want to take pictures with me when I become an actor. Yeah, it was really good. When we went up, I didn't know what to do when I was going to step on stage, but I said, yeah, just do an awesome pose that Luffy would do, so I did it, and I was like, yeah, I feel awesome doing it. But there was so much good stuff on. There was cosplay blind date, there was cosplay the masquerade, there was the gaming panel with Steve Bloom and Courtney Dramer, I think, or Drainer or something like that. She was the voice of the female character of Bioshock Infinite. I didn't go see her, but she's still cool. And also there was other stuff. But the one thing I gotta talk about is the Doctor Who anniversary special. They showed it at Eirtakon, and it was amazing. It was such a good episode. I was like, whoa, so much awesome stuff happening. If you haven't watched it, then spoilers. But I couldn't believe all the stuff that happened. Like, there was 13 doctors near the end of the episode with all 13 TARDISes, and there was 3 doctors, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and John Hurt. I think those were just 3 awesome. I just love the lines, like when they're trying to save Gallifrey, they're going, Geronimo! Alonzi! Oh, for God's sakes. Gallifrey stands! it was really funny. Just all the different scenes of that Doctor Who episode. Especially the funny part is just where the David Tennant and Matt Smith were just pointing the screwdrivers all around, going, "Why are you pointing your screwdrivers at them? What are you gonna do? Assemble a shelf at them?" It was just so good. It was just seeing all the three Doctors, and I loved every moment of it. And then also, there was so much good parts in it, and I just loved every moment of it. So much good stuff at Eirtakon. So if you went to that this year, then comment down below if you went to it, and if you cosplay or not. And if you did cosplay, then what did you go as? And tell me if you enjoyed it this year's Eirtakon as much as I did. Because if you didn't, I don't know what they could have done better. It was a really good day. I only went to the Saturday because it was like, the Friday and Sunday, Friday we didn't go because there wasn't much on, and Saturday was basically like the main day for a lot to happen. Sunday we couldn't go because my friend had to go home, and I had a thing on the next day as well. So, and the thing I'm going to do now is actually, I got like so much awesome stuff at Eirtakon, so I'm actually going to show you now what I got. So, and also, I am not being paid to advertise any of this stuff, I'm just showing it at my own will. So, the first thing I got was this kunai, which is from Naruto. It's a really cool thing. I was like, when I saw it, like my first year of going to Eirtakon, I saw this and I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. And I wanted to get it, but I couldn't because I didn't have much money. So I saved up money this year, and then I got it. It was like, oh my god! And now I have the headband and the kunai. So now I'm a pure bona fide ninja from Naruto. The next item is this pin here. It's the pin from Hunger Games, and when I saw it, because I actually really loved the Hunger Games, I definitely have to go see it before I go to the cinema. But I saw this pin, I just loved Hunger Games so much that I had to get it. It was like really cool. So yeah, that's cool. And I also got this, the Stay Alchemist watch from Full Metal Alchemist, and it's so cool. Like, it's got the chain and everything, and it's also got I don't know if you can see it, but it's also got the I don't think you can see it, but it's also got the inscribed thing, don't forget, which is from the anime. I watched Full Metal Alchemist, and it's really good, so I had to buy this. Next one I got was this, which is ink drawing from Sword Art Online, and it's a picture of Kirito and Asuna, and it's a really good picture because I was like so amazed that that's actually done purely with ink. And when I saw it, I basically passed by it like 6 or 7 times, and I said to myself, I have to buy that because it looks so cool. Next thing it's gonna be hard to get into the image, but I'll try my best. Is this, it's a Full Metal Alchemist poster, if you can see it. It's a Full Metal Alchemist poster. It's a scroll one, like one of those like from Japan. And when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, that's the most badass thing I've ever seen. And I was watching one of Tessa's videos, Tessa, which is Miki Kitty, if you haven't heard of her. And they got some fans sent them Oran High School Host Club one of that, and when I saw it, I was like, those like really cool. Like, I think they're actually better than posters because they can hang them up anywhere and they'll stay up forever. But when I saw it, I just had to guess. It's so cool. And lastly, I got this, which is all of the wanted posters from One Piece. Like, they got Luffy, Zoro, and Nami, for example. and like they're actually every member of the Straw Hat Pirates are actually in this thing. When I saw them, I was like, they're really cool. See, I've got like postcards of a version of them. Like I actually showed them in my in one of my previous videos. I had some money that I was gonna keep, that I kept for it, and I saw it. It's like, oh my god, I have to buy that. It's like so cool. So yeah, and that's basically all the stuff I got at Eirtakon. I saved up for like a whole year to actually go to Eirtakon, like to actually get money for Eirtakon and for the stuff that I was gonna get. And it was basically the whole day was just awesome. The next day, I actually went to Dublin audition for Star Wars Episode 7. And like, because like when I heard about it at first, I went totally nuts. I said I had to do this audition because like, since I want to be a famous actor in the future, I said I might as well start going to auditions more often. And when I saw they were doing the Star Wars audition, I definitely was going. And it was actually the next day of Eirtakon, so definitely so I went up to Dublin the next day and went to Croke Park where actually Eirtakon was as well, but it was at the back of Croke Park, and I just walked in. It was so cool. Like there's this huge line of people, and then we're all waiting. Like 3 stormtroopers were walking around. It was really good, and unfortunately I didn't get the audition because it was actually this is like a first stage of auditions, and the next stage was where you go to London for the actual audition. Because basically all they did was they look at you, like this first audition, they looked at you, see if you're good for the part, and if you weren't, they'd tell you to go on, and you'd hand them that you'd hand them your headshot that you had, and a sheet that had all your name, phone number, address, and stuff like that on it, and they said like if they think that you're good for a character, then they'd call you, and I was like, okay. I was like, I don't mind if I didn't get the audition, because I do really love Star Wars, but I said to myself, there's no point in like getting all sulky and saying, oh no, I deserve that audition. But I actually know a girl who actually is going to the second stage in London, and I was like, she's actually really lucky. I was like, oh my god, like she's so lucky. But I said to myself, so what if I didn't get the audition? There's tons of more auditions, and I'm only 20 years old, so I got tons more auditions going in my life. Because I without a doubt, I'm not giving up on my dream of becoming an actor. Lastly, I'm going to talk about a thing that's on tomorrow. It's basically an Irish YouTuber gathering. It's like an Irish YouTuber mega gathering that's on. And it's on up in Dublin, in the Exchange in Dublin, but it's gonna be really good. So if you're watching and you live in Ireland or you're in Ireland, then you definitely should go, because it's gonna be like lots and lots of Irish YouTubers, and it's not gonna be as big as like Summer in the City or Playlist Live or one, but it's basically gonna be like all like YouTubers from Ireland, well, like lots of YouTubers from Ireland going there. And if you're watching and you live in Ireland, or you are coming to Ireland, or you're in Ireland for the weekend, then you should definitely go to the Exchange in Dublin. The times is from 1 o'clock to 6, I think. I'm not totally certain that it's 1 to 6, I can't remember at the moment. But I'll leave all the details down below of the event, so if you're gonna go, then I think you should, because it's gonna be so much good. There's gonna be like YouTubers, it's like everyone can go, YouTubers, vloggers, anyone, like musicians, and there's gonna be some all cool music acts there too, that are like from YouTube, and I recommend you should go, because like this is like the biggest YouTuber gathering that I think has gone on in Ireland. Because I don't think Ireland's known for doing much YouTube gatherings, but this is actually going to be a good one, so I recommend you go, because I definitely am going up there, because I since I started only doing like videos for YouTube on this page, when I turned 20, I said to myself, I don't really know that much YouTubers. Like, I know like one or two. The reason I'm basically going up to this YouTube gathering is to actually make some friends and hopefully get like to know some people, so I can actually make like YouTube videos with these people. So I like do some like collaborations. If I do get to make like talk to them and hang out with them, then I'll probably start making like collaborations with them. And we'll just basically start making like tons of videos. Hopefully, because I've always wanted to work with other YouTubers, because like I'm talking to a YouTuber right now and she's really cool. Her YouTube name is Music Through the Veins, and as you can check out, because she's really cool. I'll leave the link down below. I'm hoping to get like to know more YouTubers as time goes on, because the way that I'm only a starting off YouTuber, and I want to maybe when I go to this YouTube gathering, that I can actually get to some ideas from them, because I've got my own ideas, but I love to expand on my ideas, so I can actually like do so much more. But yeah, it's gonna be great. If you are a subscriber or just a viewer, then definitely come up. It's an exchange in Dublin. It's gonna be great. Okay, well, I think that's basically everything. So I will see you. So if you are coming to YouTuber gathering, then I will see you up there. And have a good week. Have a good week next week and weekend. Bye!